Yo, what is up guys? This is Astranox and I'm back with another Tales of Erin gameplay video. And in this one I've got a bunch of Divine Essence. Gonna farm some Utega on level 200. Power dropped because of the recent nerf to the Nirvana costumes. The Nirvana seeds for the fire teams and the Nirvana eyes for the dark team that were available in the last GVG Guild War. Now I don't know if my team is like stable. This team's stable now. I'm pretty sure it needs a bit of health. I replaced, what is it? 2 of the Nirvana seeds with the tier 4 gauntlets that increase the team's attack by 40% when it's skill level 10. I could use the healing divinity, but I mean it's fine, it's fine. I'm just gonna use the I'm gonna work on powering up another tier 4 HP tome. So I'm gonna use 2 tomes to try to balance my team stats. I mean, Utega is not that hard, considering it's level 200. Seems to be like the Infinity Utega level is about as strong as the level 200 one. It's just she has more health. Well, you can also have 20 people in there. So I'm just gonna run all these to have the to have 0 essence, because I need to summon. It might be close to 600 summons I'm gonna do, and I'll be getting some essence back. I don't want to go above the cap, but I mean I'm just gonna do it in the summoning session if it comes to that. I don't know, maybe I get Infinity Utega out of these in the next few runs. We'll see. So when you get Infinite Utega, it costs 10 Divine Essences to open the level. So I mean, so far it's all good. It's when Utega just does kind of ultimates back to back that you're in trouble. But so far so good. I mean, if you're just soloing these levels, if you're soloing them, because I mean, when you open these to the public, usually people don't join. They don't join, like they wait until Utega's almost dead. People rarely join. Like I have so much gold, very close to 1.6 million gold, and there's how many days left? There's like 6 days left for the event. No, I think there's 7 days, so there's a week left for the event, and I need to like chain these non-stop. I don't even know if I can use all the gold that I have. Especially now, like everyone got their mono fire team nerfed because of the Nirvana costumes. I mean, that was a massive nerf. It was like It's almost a third of the attack that it had before. The HP is still there, but I mean the small HP nerf, but still that is a lot of attack. So you've just got to use gauntlets and tomes. I mean they're farmable right now, so it's all good. They're farmable. You can just pull a bunch of times. You can save them all up. You can wait up until you get one with a really nice skill bonus or skill bonuses that affect your team, fire or wind, and work on powering that one up. I'm gonna save up on gold hammers. Yeah, rip all those gold hammers on those Nirvana seeds. Damn. I didn't like. Luckily, I didn't have to use too many. I'm sure like there's some people that had to use a ton because the stats on those costumes were really good, really good. Do I have to? Maybe I have to claim these here, so the thing can keep on, you know, repeating. But it's so easy to just get games one after the next in these Utega runs. The Prime is looking up through the list, filtering the list for the Infinity Utega. Now that's the problem. That one is painful. So I mean, you shouldn't like just look for Infinity Utega through the list all the time, because you might become insane if you do it. You should just, what I do is I look for level 150 plus, so 150, between 150 and 200, and I look for games that have one player, well the host, and I'm looking for Utega close to full HP. So this, usually I join up and I'm able to rank first, and people don't join really until the boss is like close to dead. So yeah, you rank up better and you get better rewards. It's just that it takes longer, because you could just join up on runs that are almost completed, but I mean you're not gonna get as many rewards as if you rank first, of course, or like first, second, or third. I don't know what's the exact difference, but there's been a couple runs where I rank first and I get 2 things. A bunch of times I didn't get any token. I got some like the smaller XP material for costumes. I mean, that's terrible, but if you average all the runs, you end up with I don't know exactly, but I mean it's really good. It's really good for what you're spending, for the gold you're spending. Then you're getting a bunch of tokens, then you draw in the vault. It's great. Sometimes you get a bunch of 4-star costumes. You can get Utega. That's why I do 150 to 200. The reason I do 150 plus is because you can get the material. There's a material that's in the list after in 150 plus. What's it called? The spring water. That's the material you need to evolve your soul costumes. You need a few early on, but then you need a bunch later on, and each one of those is worth 3 crystals in each element. So by stacking on those, I mean, it's really good for the future when all your heroes get soul costumes. You're gonna need a ton of those. And imagine all the levels you have to farm in massive battles to get those. Wow. I mean, they drop very rarely. That's the unfortunate thing. I rarely see them. Pretty much never see Utega. Last time he dropped in the infinite level that I created. The only one that I created so far. So yeah. I don't know if it's random to get the infinite level, or if you get it after X amount of times that you create him in level 200. But I guess we'll know in a few days. I mean, there was no big rush to like go crazy early on because the levels were so low and the rewards were not that good. But I mean, as soon as you farming 80 plus drops Utega, can drop Utega. It's just that maybe at higher levels the odds of getting him is higher. Now, I mean, we would need thousands and thousands of runs to really know the rate there and like calculate everything. But it is possible that his drop rate is higher in higher levels. Seems to be much higher in infinite stages, that's for sure. It does take quite a bit of time to actually run these. People don't really join up on these because they prefer joining when Utega has lower HP. I mean, if you go through the list and you're seeing Utega that's like has a third of his of her health left, and there's only one person, the creator, in there, you can join up and like get second position quite easily, and it's gonna save up on time. So I'm gonna start doing this fairly soon, probably. Sometime you might be, well, you won't beat the creator if he did the 2/3 of the damage already, or half, of course. But it does save you time, and the reward difference might not be that big between first place and second. Because I mean, I'm sure there's a bunch of people that have a ton of gold left, and they might be wanting to farm this like quite often. It's just there's going to be the guild war as well after, so you might want to save up some of your gold. Now there's the trial event, but it doesn't seem like you are getting more drops out of the trials. You're just doing trials to get the reward from the event, and that's pretty much it. After that's done, it's over. You've got all the extra stuff. But of course, if it's requiring you to run the XP level 100 times to get the final reward, of course you should do it. 100 times 20, so that's not much actually. It's just 2,000 stamina. 2,000 stamina, 20 large potions. I think I have like over 60 large potion and probably 100 smalls, something like that. Have not wiped yet. I mean, I don't want to wipe, but I will replace the last Nirvana eye with a tier 4 book. It's just I'm gonna wait until I draw in the restored vault for the event, in case I get one with better bonus skills. And also I do need a bunch of costumes to actually power up the skill of the one that I currently have, or a better version of it. So yeah, let us know how's your luck with Utega. What? How many did you get? How many copies did you get? The Utega plus 10. I heard after plus 10 you get 1,000 summon emblems for all for the future Utegas that you draw. I mean, that's a lot of summon emblems. I would definitely, like, I'm gonna farm this event. If I can use all my gold for it, I'll just do it. Definitely need Utega plus 10. As free to play, you should go for it if you can. Mono wind team is gonna take over mono fire. In terms of just team power, because like if you have Utega plus 10 as free to play, of course you need the other characters, the other heroes. You can have Leona tank, just amazing tank with the time shield mechanic, and or you can have Kulasha tank. She's more of a hybrid tank slash damage dealer. The lower her HP, the more damage she deals. That would be the offensive setup, sort of like Lian in front as a tank with the counter spam. You try to keep Kulasha at lower health. You'd manual the battle and use Vala's heal whenever Kulasha gets lower to bang on the extra damage from her second passive. I'm not sure if the first is, I think it's the second. So yeah, Vala, Kulasha, or Leona, depending on the situation. And of course you'd run well, who else would you run? You can run what's her name? Well, you got Shadu, of course, damage dealer. Beside Utega, you know, your fourth. Yeah, I forgot her name. Kulasha has 30% defense down, which is great. Utega should deal a ton of damage with plus 10. Especially with Soul Costume later down the line. Yeah, Elvis. She can reduce the action point of the target by 1. It's like every 22 seconds, 24 seconds, something like that. Really powerful stuff. I think she has a passive as well that boosts the team's attack. Could be wrong, but I think she does have that. So yeah, that would be your mono win team. Now that the Nirvana eyes got nerfed, all the Nirvana costumes. I don't know about the Dark team anymore. I do have the tier 4 gauntlets for Dark. I have 4 of those, and I got the tier 4 tome, 1 or 2 of those. So between all that, if I do have 2 tomes and 4 gauntlets, I can actually do it. And then self-buffing costumes for the rest. It's not gonna be as powerful, of course, but it's viable. Not quite sure how much power I can get. It's at 220 only. 220,000 now with the Nirvana eyes. I mean, they're level 4. I mean, every hero is like level 70. There's like so many improvements that I can be doing here. But I need to focus on the mono water team. But damn, that's gonna be rough. I do have costumes, team crit and team attack and team HP costumes ready. Tier 3, unfortunately. I do have a tier 4 pair of gauntlets. I'll have to recheck all that. Now with the Petralia event, I'll farm the XP materials a bunch of times. And yeah, I guess I'll just feed them into the water team. I mean, it's not so amazing. My team's gonna be underpowered. But still, water deals 120% damage to the next Guild War boss. Fire is only like 30%. Wind deals 0, from what I know. Because the boss is fire based and fire counters wind. Light and dark have dealt 60% damage. The boss has 60% resist. Wait, is it 60% resist? Because if it's 60% resist, they only do 40%. They only have 40% effective damage. So that's not much. I think they do deal 60% of their damage. In the last one, the boss had 0 resist to dark. She was also in the negative for fire, so that was the best. Because I do need the Nirvana item that dropped in the next one. I'm pretty sure because it's gonna be a fire boss. It should drop fire. Sorry, cold. Water, I mean. Water Nirvana costumes. And these, five of them, 4 fed into 1 and then powered up to level 110 skill. That becomes the illusory Nirvana item that affect humans, and I'm not sure what was the second race on it, but the Nirvana seeds, the fire ones and the water ones, affect humans. So you can have that's 2 different guild wars that can provide a costume that buff humans, and a human team can be created quite easily. Like Mao, Petralia, and if you're lucky and you got Lorelei, that's a human as well. She's a human. Frost Nova, I'm gonna have to check, but maybe she's an elf. Iris elf. I'm gonna have to check. Did I open the game? yeah, so you can work on getting a team of human characters afterward, and those costumes are super strong. I think it provides 60% attack and 60% HP at skill 10. That is very, very strong. And it also gets a bonus skill, like not the passive skills that you can reroll with the gold hammers. They do get those as well, but they get an extra second skill that is random, I believe. I'm gonna have to dig up this information again. But yeah, some powerful stuff there. And it's gonna be way more fun when you can have a team of a certain race. Now you can play around with different setups. You'd be way more flexible that way. That's some endgame stuff right there, but it's something to work toward, and it's good to know that it's there. No infinite Utega, not yet anyways. Yeah, it takes quite a bit of time to down those level 200 Utegas. But it's worth it. I mean, it's free. These runs are free. They're just on a different timer, energy on a different timer. It's great. You're farming these tokens, and these tokens you can draw a bunch of stuff, including gold, which is just gonna make you run even more Utegas. I wish the costumes would be of all elements. That would be so good. But I mean, that would be too good. Fire and wind makes sense. I mean, she's wind, and fire counters wind. It's a bit unfair, because fire has been really like, we've been blessed with a bunch of events and the Guild War to top it off. Now this, all the fire characters being released. I mean, they want us to make a mono fire team. Now the next thing, I mean, it might be a bunch of water events. So here, the best thing would be to just, you get Utega plus 10, you get your mono wind team going, and then you speed farm the water massive battle and try to start working on gearing up your mono water team for the Guild War. I mean, if you only have a mono fire team, it's not too efficient to run the water massive battle in hell. I can do it, no problem. It's just it takes a bit too long, because the boss is water and it counters fire, so my damage effectiveness is quite low. I can join up. I could be in the game before a bunch of people and they join up and they beat me, because I mean, just fire just doesn't deal too much damage against that boss, but wind will crush it. So I think that's the plan for me. Just work on the wind team, so it can have a decent amount of power. Yeah, I mean 300,000 power. Have like Kulasha. I mean, you could. I don't know about. Yeah, I wanted to do actually Petralia, Vala, for both have attack interval reduction, and then have Kulasha in front, and and Utega as damage dealer. I think it's gonna deal a lot of damage. Shiru has like a really low attack interval, but I mean Utega, if she's plus 10, I don't know. It's a ton of damage there. But Shiru looks like a beast. Just a ton of damage against bosses, especially when they're weakened. I could buy Shiru from the rounds of character. I mean, the registration for the next Guild War didn't even start yet. So basically, you can just farm Utega non-stop. And then, I don't think you can even use up all your gold if you're like joining up games that only have the host. And you're trying to rank first or second. Because it takes a while to down Utega if you join 150 plus. Especially 200s. The J's you're drawing from the vault, you can use them toward the 50,000 gold in the Jade shop. I bought all of them already. When we're gonna have a bunch of different mono teams, we'll be really flexible, and then we'll be able to make a human team and mix and match for some interesting results. No one's joining. That's the last one, I believe. That's gonna be the last run. I'm gonna have to stop the video. It's gonna be too long and I'm gonna run out of space. Yeah, people start joining when the boss is getting lower and lower. I could do the same. Join. The problem is when you join a run that's about to expire by mistake. That's one thing I'm not paying enough attention to sometimes. There's been quite a few runs where the timer just runs out. Just people wiping early on and leaving the game up and hoping someone joins. Yeah, Nefeeru healed for so much with before the Nirvana seed nerf. Just an insane amount of healing. Alright, well that was it anyways. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'm Astranox. Like, comment, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out for now.